get my revenge and leak everything? I should, but I mean, what's the good in that, guys? Honestly, what's the good?
Like saying things like, oh yeah, she wants to see me, but no one will let her. Ryan, you know that that's not true.
It's kind of funny that the girl who did it leaked the messages and then was like crying that somebody leaked Gypsy's messages, but it's kind of funny, like, you leaked my messages to the world. But I do have moments, guys, and that was a weak moment. You know, I was, you know, just had a moment. Oh, it's funny, I've never released any messages that she sent that would damage her or embarrass her. Like,
Gypsy had to give Bree those messages, and she also gave Recap, what is her name, whatever her name is, that lady, a copy.
You know, it's kind of funny. I know she released them to try to make me look bad, but how does it make me look bad? It shows that I have feelings, shows I have a heart, shows that I was in for the right reasons. It shows that I actually cared. So,
and also, if we spin a block back on what she told Nicholas, she generally has conversations like this with the people that she's with. So has this conversation taken place? I'm asking the question.
Ryan just went live on TikTok, and let me tell you, it was a full-on emotional roller coaster, packed with sarcasm, shade, and tea. If you've been keeping up with the drama between him and Gypsy, you know things have been messy. But this live? It was next level. Ryan went all out, throwing shots at Christy Blanchard, Gypsy's stepmom, and addressing those infamous leaked messages that have been circulating. If you missed it, buckle up because things got real.
Guys, I've never lied about my feelings towards her. So I love when people text me and it was like, she outed you. Outed me for what? Like, outed me? Like, how is that outing me? I'm not hiding that from anybody. You know, and like, if anybody asks me, of course, I've always had feelings for her. Like, that's my soon-to-be ex-wife, like, really soon, actually. So
he kicked things off with a lighthearted vibe, rocking a custom Team Ryan shirt, clearly feeling himself. He even took a moment to proudly show it off, saying, "Today, I'm looking at this shirt that I got in the mail. It's so awesome. Look at it. It's by Les Moyes Designs. Love the Team Ryan shirt. It's available." We all know Ryan loves to rep his supporters, and it seemed like he was soaking in the love.
Love this shirt. It's made by Lady Mommy Mia's Designs. It was so awesome. Love the shirt. Team Ryan. It's available now. Go get them. I don't make anything from them, but I saw the shirt. Somebody tagged me, and I love this shirt. She has different colors, but the Team Ryan shirt, I love it. She has a new one that says, like, vote yes or no down here. Red for yes, blue for no, and I love it.
Which was refreshing, considering all the chaos surrounding him lately. But don't let the playful vibe fool you. This live took a turn for the dramatic real quick. Ryan didn't waste any time before going after Christy Blanchard, Gypsy's stepmom, and trust me, the shade was real. He mentioned that someone had sent him a clip of Christy telling him to stick his poles up. You can guess what she meant, and Ryan was not having it. His response? "She's probably had a lot of practice doing that, but I'm not doing that. Sorry, shouldn't have said that." Ouch. The clapback was brutal. And the sarcasm? On point.
And also, so something where somebody sent me a clip of Christy telling me to stick my poles up my, you know, she's probably had a lot of practice doing that, but I'm not doing that. Sorry. Shouldn't have said that. Sorry, guys.
But Ryan didn't stop there. He threw in a little dig at Christy, calling her a wicked stepmother in reference to her alleged role in his and Gypsy's relationship drama. If you're following the story, you know that Christy played a part in reconnecting Gypsy with Ken, the man Gypsy's now having a baby with. Ryan has made it clear he holds Christy partly responsible for their messy breakup, so this was just adding more fuel to the fire.
It was another influence that kept pushing Ken on her, and, you know, thought that somebody had our back and was wanting us to fail. And yeah, like when I say I'm blindsided, I really am blindsided about how fast things happen. You know, it's one of those, you know, we were married, everything was good, and all of a sudden we're no longer married and we don't see each other. And it was just, I mean, it's like a snowball. I always say it was a snowball. It just kept just kept going, and now it's so big you can't stop it now.
Now, let's get to the real heart of this lie. Those leaked messages. Ryan knew everyone was waiting for him to address it, and he did not hold back. He started off with, "I hope you're all still Team Ryan after those leaked messages. I wasn't too excited about it because I haven't leaked any personal messages." It's kind of funny, though, that the girl who leaked the messages is the same one who was crying about someone leaking Gypsy's messages. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't.
I hope y'all are still Team Ryan after, leaked messages or whatever. Let me talk about that real quick. I wasn't too excited about that because I haven't leaked personal messages. It's kind of funny that the girl who did it leaked the messages and then was like crying that somebody leaked Gypsy's messages, but it's kind of funny, like, you leaked my messages to the world and you're mad that people did that to Gypsy. Well, like, does that make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense.
He wasn't just calling out the hypocrisy. He was pointing out how it felt like a betrayal, especially since it was Bree, Gypsy's own friend, who exposed the messages. Ryan was done with the drama and wanted to make it clear that he wasn't the one in the wrong here. But it didn't stop there. Ryan went deeper into the reason why he sent those messages in the first place. He got real, admitting that he was going through a tough time. "I'm going through a divorce. There are moments I still miss Gypsy. I mean, it's just normal. I'm working on it. I know she's about to have a baby with Kevin. I know all of that, but I do have moments." That was a weak moment.
Guys, I am going through a divorce. There are moments that I do still miss Gypsy. I mean, it's just normal. I'm working on it. I know that she's about to have a baby with Ken. I know everything like that. I get it. But I do have moments, guys, and that was a weak moment. I was, just had a moment.
Honestly, this was one of the most vulnerable parts of the live. Ryan didn't try to sugarcoat his feelings. He admitted that he still has emotions for Gypsy, even though he knows she's moved on. And yeah, it was messy, but it was also real. He wasn't pretending everything was fine when it clearly wasn't. And then there was this line, "I did like her as a brunette." That comment? Total mood. Ryan wasn't holding back, and if you've been following his journey, you know he's got a lot of feelings wrapped up in this whole situation. It's messy, it's complicated, but it's also the kind of raw emotion that you can't help but get pulled into.
And I did like the brunette. Like, she knows I like her as a brunette. So, I was just letting her know that. And, so, a little embarrassed by it, but at the same time, guys, I've never lied about my feelings towards her. So, I love when people text me and it was like, she outed you. Outed me for what? Like, outed me? Like, how is that outing me? I'm not hiding that from anybody.
But let's dive into what really hurt him about those leaked messages. It wasn't just about the messages themselves. It's what they represented. Ryan said, "Yes, I was hurt by the leaked messages. It was my low moment, and Gypsy decided to take advantage of it. I'm starting to realize that she doesn't care about me." Ouch! He felt like the messages were meant to make him look bad, but he hit back with some real talk. "How does it make me look bad? It shows I have feelings, a heart, and that I cared."
Come on, guys. I had a bad moment. And yeah, I'm starting to realize that. She doesn't care about me. So, I'm learning to experience that. And it's kind of funny. I know she released them to try to make me look bad, but how does it make me look bad? It shows that I have feelings, shows I have a heart, shows that I was in for the right reasons. It shows that I actually cared. So,
boom! He's not some heartless guy. He's just a guy who got hurt, and he's tired of being painted in a negative light for it. Now on to those desperation accusations. People have been calling Ryan desperate because of the leaked messages, but Ryan wasn't having any of that. He straight up shut it down. "I've never been desperate. I know people think that because of how big I am or whatever, but let me tell you, I've had plenty of women." He wasn't about to let anyone twist his intentions. He added, "This isn't about that. I just chose to be with her. I committed fully to that relationship, and it hurts when someone you thought would last forever doesn't. The takeaway here? It's not about desperation. It's about commitment. Ryan's not apologizing for caring. And honestly, who could blame him? Everyone knows what it feels like to invest in a relationship that falls apart.
Make me look desperate. Guys, I've never been desperate. I got news for y'all. I've never been desperate. I know people think because of how big I am or whatever that I've been desperate. I haven't had women. No, I've had plenty. I just chose to be with her. Like I committed fully. And, it has nothing to do with not being with anybody else. I've been with other people. It has nothing to do with that. I've had serious relationships before. It's just one of those where, like, I've never been married before. And when people get married, they want to be together forever, right?
Ryan wasn't done there, though. He got interactive with his followers and threw out a poll. "All right, let's do a poll," he said. "If you were in my position, would you leak the texts like she did? Red for yes, blue for no." He was curious, but also amused by the whole situation. "Y'all are messy," he laughed. "You want me to leak it? I get it. People love the drama." But then he got serious. What good would come from that? What would it solve? It would just make things worse. And I'm not about that. Ryan's restraint here was impressive. He could have gone full petty and dropped the receipts, but he decided to rise above it. Still, he couldn't help but throw a little shade at Bree, the girl who leaked the messages. The person who cried about people leaking Gypsy's messages is the same one leaking mine. Pot calling the kettle black, right? You could tell Ryan was holding back, but he was still getting his shots in. There was a real moment of maturity, though, when he explained why he hadn't gone down the revenge route. He said, "I could embarrass her the same way she tried to embarrass me, but at the end of the day, what would that solve? It's not about that."
Get my revenge and leak everything? I should, but what's the good in that, guys? Honestly, what's the good? What would come from that? So, let's do a poll. All right, if you were in my position, would you leak texts like she did? Red, yes, blue, no. If you were in my position, would you leak texts that contradict her or try to make her look foolish?
He was choosing the high road, even when it would have been so easy to clap back. But that didn't mean Ryan was about to let people get under his skin. When some of Gypsy's fans showed up in the comments, he was blunt. "If you don't like me, get off my live. I didn't ask you to be here. If you're here, it's because you want to be. So if you don't like me, the exit is right there." Classic Ryan. No sugarcoating, no apologies. He wasn't going to waste time arguing with people who had already made up their minds. Instead, he focused on engaging with his supporters and keeping the conversation moving.
Not me again. Get off my live. Guys, if you don't want to be here, don't be here. I'm not asking you to be here. Like, I want you to join my live if you like me. If not, then keep it to yourself. Like I've said 1,000 times. So.
And then things got extra messy. Ryan hinted at some other influences in Gypsy's life. "I won't stoop to her level." Not that it's even her level, it's someone else's level, and I'm not even gonna mention that person, but y'all know I'm talking about, he teased. You could tell he wasn't about to drop all the names, but it was clear he was talking about Christy or Bree, both of whom have been major players in Gypsy's life recently. Ryan seemed to feel like they were steering Gypsy in the wrong direction, and that played a big part in their fallout. Ryan made it clear, though, he wasn't trying to throw Gypsy completely under the bus. He still had some compassion for her, even if he wasn't happy with how things went down. This was his way of showing that he's not completely bitter, even though the whole situation has been a mess. To wrap up the live, Ryan teased that he's considering appearing on Sam Morby's show, a platform that's been pretty pro-Gypsy. I saw a clip of Sam Morby saying, "We gotta take care of this man," and I like that. He seems like a cool guy. I've thought about it, but I don't know. I just don't know.
Also, people telling me to do Sir Morbid. Again, I'll mention him. I saw one clip of his video when I was on live. It was like, we got to take care of this man and stuff like that. That's cool that he is on my side when it comes to just me being a person. I've thought about it. I will continue to think about it. I did like how he's like, oh, we have to marinate this. That's hilarious to me. I don't know. I just don't know.
If Ryan does go on that show, it could be the moment where he finally spills all the tea he's been holding back. Gypsy's probably sweating right now, knowing that Ryan has receipts and isn't afraid to use them. In the end, Ryan ended the live by reiterating that he's taking the high road for now. I'm not going to stoop to her level. It's someone else's level, and I'm not going there. But let's be honest, how long can he keep that up if Gypsy keeps pushing him? Will Ryan finally release the receipts? What's next for Team Gypsy? Let me know what you think in the comments. Should Ryan leak the messages, or is he right to take the high road? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Bye, loves!